Now today's lesson is for class 3. Chapter's name is How Computer Work. I'll make this lesson into two parts. So I've written here part 1. I'll continue with this chapter. That will be second part. Now the chapter's name is How Computer Works. Now how a computer works. First of all, what is a computer system? Computer system is made of hardware and software. Hardware means all the physical parts of a computer that you can touch. That is hardware. Software means the programs, instructions, command. That is software. Computer will work only if you have software also. Just having hardware is not enough. You should have software also, like we have Windows operating system. Then you have other software also. You do MS Paint or you do MS PowerPoint, MS Word. So these are all software. So just having computer is not enough. You should have software also. Now, computer works in 3 steps. That is called IPO. IPO. Input, processing and output. This is called IPO cycle. One complete cycle is called IPO cycle. Now what is IPO cycle? Now as you know, computer works according to your command. Whatever the instructions you give, it will follow that and it will give you the answer or the result. So you have to give command to a computer, that is called input. The computer will follow that instruction and it will give you the answer. Suppose I have to add 5 plus 3. What will the answer? 8. Now 5 plus 3, this is the input. This is input. And it will process and it will give you the answer, that is the 8 is the answer, that is output. So when you give any command, like here you are typing 5 plus 3. Just to explain, you have typed, and how do you type? Through your keyboard. So 5 plus 3, this is input. Then, and because you have given a plus sign here, so computer will add. Okay, and then you get the answer. This is the answer or the result, that is called output. Now if I write here minus 3, so you will not get 8. You will get answers 2. Why? Because the computer knows that it has to subtract, because you are giving command. You are telling the computer to subtract. Clear? So the computer will process, okay, and it will give you the answer 2. So this is input, this is processing. It will process according to that, okay, minus and equal, and that will get the output. So this is called IPO cycle. Input, processing, output. Output, as I told you, input means commands. Input means commands or instructions. Then processing. It means work done according to your command. Processing is the work done according to command, and output is the result. Output is the result, or you may say information. Yes. So it follows 3 steps: input, processing and output. So input, whatever the commands given by you, by the user, that is input. Processing, the work done by the CPU, central processing unit, it's the brain of the computer, that you know, and output, the result. Now how do you give this input? We need a device. We use keyboard. So all the hardware is divided. It has been classified into input devices, then processing, and then output devices. Now suppose I told you, if I want to type this, I will use a keyboard. Now when you play games, you use joystick. That is also input device. that is also input device. Then mic, you can give commands also. Mic is also input device. So keyboard, mouse, mic, joystick. You play video games, to use joystick. So these are all input devices. Now processing device is CPU. Central processing unit is the processing device, and then you have output device. Like, where do you see the result? Where do you see? It's on the monitor. You know what is monitor? Screen. Then you can get the printout. So printer is what? Printer is output device. Speakers. Speakers also output device. Clear? So these are few examples of output devices: monitor, printer, speakers, and so as you know, computer system is made of hardware and software. So hardware again can be transferred into input devices, processing device, and output devices. Example of input devices: keyboard, mouse, mic, joystick. Processing, CPU. Then output devices, you can see the result on the monitor. Then you can get the printout, or you can hear it also. No? Yes. So these are all output devices. So you have to follow 3 steps. IPO. One more device, hardware, that is called storage device, but not part of this. That is storage devices. Like you have hard disk, you can store them, you can save it. This is the working of a computer. But you can, once you have done this, you can save it. You can save it in your hard disk. You know what is a pen drive? You can save in your pen drive. Hard disk. Then you have pen drive, or CDs, compact disc. Again, floppy disk. Now we are not using floppy disk nowadays. It's obsolete now. Yes. So these are all storage devices. This is also part of hardware. It's not in your book, but I'm telling you, explaining you. Only you have to understand working of how computer works: input, output, and input, processing, and output. So this is for today's lesson. I will continue with software in second part.